Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Radio of Duty today about the London Paralympics and why I don't understand why the Olympics and the Paralympics aren't combined. Well, combining the Olympics and Paralympics has some advantages and disadvantages, and I of course will just present them shortly now. So one advantage, or more something that just makes sense, is that both the Olympics and the Paralympics always take place in the same city since 1988. So they take already place in the same area, they just don't take place at the same time. And as the case of Oscar Pistorius showed this time, so this was a case where a runner, which had parts of his leg missing, so was officially disabled, was able to run in the Olympics. He did not take part in the Paralympics, but he took part in the Olympics. And so apparently for him, and also for many other people, it's better to take part in the Olympics than the Paralympics. And that's already the first problem. Also, the Olympic flame is out now, and now the Paralympics start, and it's a bit out of place. I mean, it's also Olympic Games, but it's not, because the Olympic flame is off. It's just very weird, and all this together gives it a feel of a second-class games, and this is really horrible, because that's not what you want, right? You want to have that all people, disregarding if disabled or not, have the same possibility to take part in Olympic Games, but you do exactly the opposite if you give these first-class games with the big flame and all the event, everybody's watching, and then there's the second Olympic Games that you call Paralympics, and where, disabled people take part in it, and they also get famous and everything, but it's not the same level. It's somehow as if there were some second-class games, and that's really not good. Of course, there's also reasons that speak against, or which are also the cause why it's not combined already. And the first reason for sure is that both organizations are totally independent. So the people that do the Olympics and the people that do the Paralympics, as far as I understand, are simply two different organizations. So yeah, sure, they didn't combine it because they don't really have much to do with each other. And then on the global perspective, and there I might be wrong, but maybe the Paralympics are just some new thing. Most countries don't send that many people to it yet. I don't know if that's really true or not. Yeah, maybe that's a reason that there's just, on a global perspective, the Paralympics are just in the beginning state still. It also may be that if you combine both the Olympics and the Paralympics, you have an event that's even bigger than the Games, and the Games in London this year were really bringing down traffic. Whatever people say, the tube was many days not usable at all. Many people just left the country and left London. So the Olympic Games themselves are already a big event, but making it even bigger is of course also not that great. So there are advantages of combining these two things and disadvantages, but I just think it would be interesting to start talking about it and finding some solution, because it's of course also fun to compare. Then if you think, what's the Paralympics, just go out there and look on websites, and you will find eternal medal counts on the Olympic and the Paralympic Games, and it's not that much different. It's actually the countries that are better in the normal Olympic Games, and I hate to say normal all the time here, but I don't know what else to say, and the Paralympic Games, they're very similar. So I don't see much difference there either, so that's quite interesting. And of course, now I myself am not disabled, so again, something you shouldn't do. We're talking now, or I'm talking now, about a group of other people. What we really should do, or would be interesting, is to ask Paralympic athletes what they think. Is it better to have the Paralympic Games extra or the Olympic Games extra, and them not together or them together? It's just a bit sad, because I love, for example, certain Paralympic sports, and I would love to see them in the normal Olympics. It's very weird and off-putting to have this break then in between, and then it starts again, and yeah, I think it fits together, and it should fit together. But yeah, the one important thing is to ask the Paralympic athletes what they think, because of course, maybe there are other reasons why it's good to have it separate, or maybe people don't even want that. I'm just having weird thoughts here. That's already it. So I thank you for listening to me, and I hope you had fun. And watch the Paralympic Games. They will start on the 29th of August this year, so very soon. Goodbye. That was the Pflichtsender, the Radio of Duty for today. Vielen Dank fürs Zuhören. Goodbye.